For this MelonJam Hackathon, I designed and developed a game called KD's Adventure. This is a platformer game with level 1 complexity. By the way, this is Trisha, this is Belman. I'm 8-year-old living in Bangalore. Let's jump into the demo of the game. So this is the home screen or the start screen. If you click on play, you can jump into the game. And this is the title, KD's Adventure, and created by Trisha as well. Here I've also created A and D a bit like capital and the others small, and KAT over here as like capital and the others small. Let's click on play. Here is the game. If you click A, you can move left. If you click D, you can move right, and space and jump. So let's do this. Go there. I picked one coin. You can see the score. And make sure you don't touch these. That will make you die. So touch them. And this is the most hard level of the that hold well. Now let's go to the trophy, and if you touch the trophy, you will win the game. So let's touch it, and you won. Play again, created by Trisha Belman. This button, if you click on it, you will restart and the total score. Let me show you the making of the game. Now, usually to create a game, there are 3 processes. The first process is to design the game. The second process is to develop the logic of the game. The third process is to test the game. Now, let me show you the design of my game. So in our game, there will be 4 screens. Let's click on this one. So the first screen is going to be the start screen. The second screen is going to be the play area. The third screen is going to be the win screen. And the fourth screen is going to be the lose screen. Like this. Okay, now the most important screen in all of these screens is the play screen. Why? Because in the play screen there will be our character and there will be coins like obstacles blocking the character from going to the trophy, because the trophy is the end result which gives him the winning screen. And when he is going to the trophy, he also has some coins that he will collect, and also there will be enemies blocking him from going to the trophy, and you have to escape that. So now let's jump into developing our game. So now let me show you how I develop my game. So first, let's create the scenes. I've already created the play area. Now let's go to view. Let's click on show project manager. Then you can see there is the scenes section. Over there, if we click on this, then we can add a new scene. So let's click on this button. Then we add a new scene. If you click on these 3 dots, we'll have a rename option over there. Just click on it and you can rename it. Let's name this the start screen. Okay. Now let's move this up. So just click on the 3 dots and click on move up. Now let's add another scene and rename it to you lose screen. Now let me create the win screen as well. Okay, so as we have created all the scenes, let's click on this X button. Make sure you are in the main screen and click on the X button. So now we are over here. Now let's add a new object. So click on this button, then we can add a new object. We can add an object from the asset store and also from an object which you have in your computer. Let's click on sprite. I'm sorry, we made a mistake. Let's not add a sprite. Let's go to the asset store and just search for summer tile. Then you'll get this first one. Or let's just add a new object. Click on sprite. Let's name it summer tile. And make sure you add an underscore. Now let's click on add animation. Choose your image. Change it. So this one is my summer tile. Click OK. Okay, one mistake again. We need to make it a tile sprite. So because it's the ground. So let's click on this. Add a tile sprite. Name it your summer tile again. Tile. Make this. Okay, the image was already there. This one. And you can see this is the summer tile. Make it 64 and 64. Now if you drag this, you can see this is the tile. Yeah. Let's move it. Okay, it's stuck over there. And we select it. Okay, so you can see it has come over here. This is our summer tile. Make sure you make it really big because the camera will follow the character and we'll have a big sequence. So that's why. Okay. Now let's just click on preview to see how our game looks. And you can see the ground looks like this. This is pretty good. So let's keep it like this. Now what we need to do is add our character. So click on add a new object. Go to the asset store. If you are adding a girl, then you can search for adventure girl. I want an adventure girl. That's why. I want to add a girl. You can add a boy, any character you want. So let's add a girl. This is the girl, this is the boy. Let's click on this one. Add object. And you can see it contains 7 animations. Now let's click on add to the scene. Close. Now drag and drop the adventure girl. And you can see here is our character. Now we need to create the collision mask because when this adventure girl touches, for example, like the blocks, like the enemies, the good collision shape should be there. So you can see the normal collision shape is like this. So this means that the character can be easily killed by the enemy. We don't want like that. So let's click on use custom mask and just position this like a shape. So let's make this. We just want to trace this whole hat and whole body of this girl. That's what we are doing basically. So let me trace this whole thing. Now you can see I've created the collision shape. It doesn't need to be a correct, perfect collision shape. Just a rough collision shape is enough. Now let's click on close and click on apply. So we are done with the collision shape of the adventure girl. Now we need to add the blocks like the blocks over here. So let's add those blocks. Let's click on this, just duplicate it. Now you can press space to move around, like pan around, and your scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Now let's just make this smaller. Okay, let's make this one a bit smaller like that. And something like that is enough. I think let's add a different block. Now before doing that, let's code our character. So let's go to the event section. Click on add an event. That's how you add an event. Let's click on add condition. So this condition means this is what will happen to make this thing happen. So like that. So when you click on the key pressed, when this key is pressed, like the A key is pressed, what will happen is in the action, the adventure girl will move in the x-axis subtracting this side by 5. So she will move this side. And also when the D key is pressed, which is this side, the right side, that time this will be add. Let's see how this good looks. So click on D and A. Basically this is a bit too like some blurry, right? It hurts your eyes. We can fix that. Now let's also add another code that when they release the key A, that time this will be deleted. Now what let's do is when they go A, we need to flip this side instead of being this side while they are going backwards, right? Now before doing that, let's add the animation of the girl. As we have added this girl from the asset store, the animation is already there. And there is a run animation. So let's add the run animation. Make sure you choose the animation name by name. Okay? So now let's look at this. So you can see, oh, that's really funny, right? Let's make it this side. Oh, D also works. Oh yeah, okay. Now let's fix this code. And now, before that, let's duplicate the same thing for the D. So you can see what I have done is made when the A key is released, the animation will turn to idle. So it's basically like this. When we click D, it will be like this. And then when they release D, it will stand back to idle. And they click on A, and then when they release A, at that time it will be back to idle. Now let's make it flip when we click A. So click on Add Action, Adventure Girl, and flip horizontally. Make sure Activate Flipping is yes. Now just copy this code, paste this over here in the release, A key release, and make this no. So when they release it, it will come back to this side, to the right side. So let's click on D, that's good. A, amazing. So now what we need to do is create the blocks. Okay, you can see I've added the block over here. What we need to do is add the enemy now. So click on Add New Object, go to Asset Store, search for whatever enemy you want. I want a spear. So this is the spear. There are many types of spears. You want this great spear. You can add a saw also. Let me show you a saw. So the saw is something like this. This is the saw. I want the spear because it's a bit easy to face with. The saw is really hard. To play the game with the saw, it's really hard. So let's add the spear. Now make the spear big, something like that. And also we need to move it back from the from the ground. So what we need to do is make the ground to the order 2 and this to the order 1. And I think let's make the ground to 3 and this to 2 so that we have some space for the background that we'll add later. So over here will be the spear. Now let's copy that, paste it, and create more spears as much as we want. So I like 3. Okay, so now let's make these spears cause some harm to this character. So let's go to main events. Let's just make a group for all of these. So let's click on add. Okay, sorry, not like that. Just click on this add button and event group. Name it controlling the player. Controlling characters. Now let's select all of these by clicking shift and dropping them inside. So let's just move this one also inside. This is not the D key. We want D key is pressed. Cancel. Let me just put these in. Like this you can see it in. Now we need to make the camera follow the character. So let's add a group. Name it camera. Inside that we'll right click, add a sub event, add condition, other conditions, search for condition, center camera position. We want center camera to an object. Center, yeah, let's make it the action. Sorry, center camera on an object. With limits. You can see not with limits, this one. Let's click on object, it's the adventure girl. Don't need to worry about these. And now let's control S. Click on the preview button. Let's see. Oh. You can see still we can run, but we cannot jump for some reason. And why? Because we need to click on main and make the character platformer, runs on platforms, that one. And also we need to click on the submodal behavior and make it a platform which characters can learn on. And the summer tile blocks also the same thing like that other summer tile, this one. Now if we preview this, you can click space or shift to jump. Okay, now nothing will happen when we touch these guys. So that's what we want to fix now, right? Because it's too bad like this. So what do we need to do for that? We need to go to the main events and code it. So let me just code it a bit. Okay, so when Adventure Girl is in collision with Spear, the action is that the scene will pause and start a new scene. No, but let's just click on change scene and it will be, let's make it you lose screen. Okay, we have not yet designed the you lose screen, so that will be bad, but you can see that the you lose screen. Okay, so now let's make this inside a group. Now let's go back to main and create the coins on the gold. So click on add new object, search for coin. You can make a rotating coin if you add a different coin. Let's just click this one because it's not rotating, but yeah, we don't want a rotating coin for now. Let's just add it to the scene. And also we want some gold. There are lots of golds. You can add any gold. You want rings or anything. I just want this one. Yeah, this gold piece. You can also add money and all those other things, but we just want coin and gold. Okay. Now let's drop this coin inside our scene. This one. This is our coin. Now you can keep it wherever you want to keep it, but I want to keep it on top of the enemy so that it's difficult to pick the coin up. And make sure you keep a large spaces between the enemies because the character will not have enough time to jump, enough space to jump. So that's why. Let's add a gold. I'm doing alternate, so when he touches coin, then gold, coin, gold, coin, gold, coin, gold, like that. Gold, coin, coin, gold, gold, coin, like that. We'll do it. Okay, now let's also duplicate this. Just press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and now let's code the coins. So click on main events, coins, and click sub event, add condition. And when Adventure Girl is in collision with the coin, then we want the coin to get deleted. Now let's do the same thing for the gold. Now what let's do is add audio for this. So click on add action, other actions, and sound and music, play a sound, choose file. Let me choose my file. So it's going to be the coin sound. Yeah, the coin sound. So make the volume 50 because we want it low and also high. And we don't need pitch because they say 1 is by default. So now let's do copy and paste actions. Now let's Ctrl S, save it and preview it. Okay. Oh my god, this is so bad. Let's just play again. Oh my god. Oh, hard to play. God. Let's add a retry button in the end screen because we just need to refresh again and again. So let's click on S, go to the project manager. You lose screen. Add a new object and just write try view button. Make sure you're in the asset store. You can see there are a lot of buttons. We want the retry. Close, retry. Just keep it dead for now. Add events, add action, this one. So when this guy is hovered, you want when this guy is hovered, inverted. And then you want his animation, which is this. Name it normal. Change the animation by name to normal, and after that this will be not inverted and to again normal. Inside that we'll also add go to other actions, and when mouse is left click on this one, what will happen is it will change the scene to main screen, and you want to stop? No. Now let's control S this review here in the radio. Let's click on hooray. Gone again. Okay. Let's just go. Keep my mouse there, don't move your mouse. Just click on that. Oh my god, it's so hard. God. Okay, let it be like that. Now what we need to do is go back to main and design the other parts of the game. So when they come over here, let's do some gap. Then go to this text like this. Okay. Then be this step, make this high up, and let's check how much this guy can jump until there. See. Just playing this to see, okay? Let's move it somewhere here, because I want to test this one. So this is and you can jump through this, that's good. And you can follow it, good. So let's make this a bit more high. Let's duplicate this here. Oh, this is a dangerous. Should die, will die. So let's make it like that. You always touch it, so let's make this a bit down. That's good. Okay, now we are done this. Let's add a gold over here so that he can get happy when he comes here. He's empty and then he'll get sad. So that's why. But a small gold only he will get, like this girl will get. Okay, this is an amazing design of our game. Let's move this back in here. Okay, so now it's all about designing. So let me design half of my game. Okay. So guys, you can see we are done with the game. I set it up and I made this grass really big. Just like this. I like it like that. Now you can see the whole setup of the game is done. Now how do I make the player win the game? It is when he touches a trophy at the end. So when he, after this enemy, there's going to be, over here there's going to be a trophy. And if my character touches that trophy, she will win. So we need to create the win screen for that. Now before doing that, we need to complete the code, because when they jump, some order should be there. So let's go to main event. Now let's right click inside the controlling character, then add a sub event, add condition. Now over here, if character is jumping, then what will happen is a sound will come. So we'll go to other actions, sound and music, play sound. And let me add my sound. So the jump sound. Make sure the volume is 50, like always. Now let's also make a trigger one. Why? Because this will keep repeating that and it will be really bad. So that's why we want to add a trigger one. So let's just go to events and flows and click on trigger one. So, okay. So that's the thing. Now let's see how the audio is. That's pretty cool. Let's just let me try. Oh my god, okay, I love the game. Yeah. Let's also make this a bit smaller because this is the starting stage, that's why. And also let's make the behavior of this girl to 800. Yeah. Now if we preview this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's another one. Oh my god, that was so close. Another code. When he touches the enemy, what will happen is a sound will come. So we need to just copy this and just what we need to do is what we are doing right now is before doing this we need to add an action of the dead animation. So dead make it before. And also make sure you add a wait seconds thing. So we need to go to this with the timers and wait seconds. Don't worry if it's experimental, just like that. Okay. Now move it before this. Order matters. Also we need to now do another thing is copy that. Remove all these things. Everything. Add adventure girl and I'm sorry, we need to add a music. So play sound, this one, choose it. So it's gonna be death, kill, death, something like that. Now we need 50 as usual. Every sound is gonna be 50 that I'm going to add. And make sure you add a trigger once because we don't want it to really sound bad. So add a trigger once. Let's check. That animation is so amazing. Oh, it's like he got just killed from an arrow, right? And she falls down really amazing. Okay, so we're done with this part. Now we need to do is to set up the screens. So let's start creating the scenes. Okay, so before creating the try screen, what we need to do is create the start screen. So go to the project manager. Let's make it just like that. Now right click on the start screen and click on set as start screen. So that it is the start screen. We know that it is the start screen and nothing else. Now let's click on the start screen. Okay, let's zoom out. And you can see here it is. Now if you right click and click on open scene properties, you can change the background color. Let's make it something like goldenish yellow. Yeah, goldenish yellow. I like goldenish yellow. Yeah, something like that. It's really bright, but in the scene it's amazing, like in the preview. Now we need to add an object. So let's add sprite. Name this title. Now if you don't have an image, then you might need to create it, or over here only you can create a text. But I have an image, so that's why I'm going to add it like this. Katie's Adventure. That's the name of my game. Katie's Adventure. also make sure when you add an image, it is 1920 by 1080 because the resolution of our game is 1920 by 1080. If I just calculate this for you, because see it says 25. Okay, basically it's 1920 by 1080. Okay, now we need to add another object for the play button. So let's say play underscore button. Now add animation, add, and make sure you add two animations. So one animation for the play normal, and the second one for the play press. Now let's click apply, and let's also drag this play button in here. Pretty big, something like that. Let's add a new object, add a text, name it made by, and I'm gonna write the creator. That is me, Trisha Belman, and we'll also make this 30. Also, let's choose our font. So it is Natali COVID-19. That's how it is. Now let's click on bold. Let's drag that made by in here. Oh, it's so amazing. Maybe let's make it much more bigger and not bold. 50 is a good number. Yeah, that is amazing. And I think let's make it more big. 17. Created by. Let's keep it that. Sure, it isn't that. Probably you can see it, right? Yeah. Now we need to make the code for the play button. So go to the events, add event, add condition, play button, and cursor on touch, yes, revert condition, and add action is change the play button animation by name, play normal, add quotes, and play normal. After this, uninverted, which is not inverted. Now let's double click on that. Go to conditions, timer means, then go to events and reset. Okay, now go to play button, click other conditions and mouse and touch, and then this one. And also make sure it's left. If you want right, you can do right. If you want left, you can do left. So the left is this one and the right is this one. And also make sure the set animation is okay. I think the normal. And let's do it pressed. Yeah, pressed. That will be cool if we do pressed. So be hard. Pressed. Okay. After that, copy and paste that. Make it released. Okay. And change the scene to change the scene and name it main. Yes. Now let's click on preview. Okay, I'm excited. I think let's move it because it's over here, it's in the center, but when we preview it, it is not in the center. So yeah, keep it over there. We need to have some price and text. That is not good. This side. And yeah, this is good. Now let's play our game. Okay, now we we need to do the score. Wait. We need to do the score. So let's add a text. Name it score. And let's write over here score and double dot. Font Natali. I like that font because it is really good. Let's make it bigger, this one. Can't even see it. 50, that's also really bad. I'll make it 90. That's very big. Maybe that's okay. We cannot see it because we need to create the layers. So let's add layer. Name it UI. Okay. UI layer. Now you can see we'll be able to see it. And let's make it really big. No matter how much bigger number is, it will be. Now let's add the code for this. So go to main events, points, and here add action. Okay, add action. Then we go to this other actions, variables, scene variables, global variables, value of a global variable. Our variable name will be score. Our operator will be set to add and by 1. So what does this mean? This means that the score variable and the score should increase by 1. Okay. If you make it minus, subtract, then it will subtract by decrease by 1. Like that. And the one number you can make it 10, 20, 100, how much you want. Now we just need to add another one. This one. Variables, global variables. And then, now what we need to do is go to objects, score, modify the text. Choose the operator set to here and add the value as text. So, like quotes, score and double dot, space quotes, after that space, plus space to string, and then add a parenthesis to the side like that 9 parenthesis, like 9 1, and then add variable, and then another parenthesis, score, and parenthesis, close parenthesis, and close parenthesis, like that. Okay, now click OK, and let's check how this comes or how this looks. So excited. Okay, that is pretty cool, but now what we need to do is just copy that, paste, copy, paste. I think let's make it before this. That. Before. Preview. Maybe it's not working, right? You can see. Because it's not a variable. Okay, we don't need a global variable, do it as scene variable. I add by 1. This also scene variable value of string. Okay, make sure that's in the coin. I think it worked after, so let's do it after. So go there. And you go there. Order matters! Oh my god, guys! Order matters! I told you! It's a problem! Hooray! I told you. Order matters. Yeah. Oh, go! This is not best. Ah! Okay, calm down. That's so sad. No, that's so bad. Okay, but the game is really fun. Play. So now you can see we have fixed the problem. It's amazing. We get 11 points. Okay. You should see that score over there. Also, I think let's change the color because it looks really bad. So color. Okay, maybe that dark blue something. Yeah. Now let's add a background. We almost forgot about our dear background. So let's add a new object, asset store of course. Search for PRES strings. Just search for or just go back, scroll down. This background because it's amazing. Close. And it's all first the tile sprite. It's automatically added it as a tile sprite. Make this one. Now you can see it's coming in handy. I told you to make the ground too, right? That's why the background is now working. Got it? Also, let's make the trees a bit higher. Like that. Or something. Yeah, something like that. And also make it locked in the editor. Before we lock it, just copy paste it. Oh my god. Copy paste it. We're making the sky bigger. Keep it there. Okay, yeah. Up. Not there. Somewhere there. Up. Go up. You can press shift to make it faster. Control S to save. Let's check our game. This is amazing with the background, right? Oh my god, that was so bad. Okay, now we need to add the start screen is done. Now we need to do the you lose. Right click, open scene properties. Make it the yellow color. Just go to the start screen. Right click, copy this. It's good. It's easy. Good. Now let's add a new object called text. Try again. Okay, I'm just gonna create the end screen and the win screen, and I'll catch you back. Okay, so you can see I fixed my game. I have also positioned some of these enemies because it should be a bit harder, right? Not an easy game. Now let's click on preview to see our game. Yeah, I've done everything. The start screen and everything is done. So let's go to the start screen. Preview. So exciting. Okay, so here is our game. Play button. trophy. So we can see we have won. Total score 3. Try again. I think let's make the end screen a bit. This one play again. Okay. Play again. So you can see this is our game and we are done with our homework game. I hope you like this game. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.